What's up, world? Uko here from Better Therapy Now. Why you're struggling to connect. Number one reason is that you're not communicating your why. I went on a trip to Sholo recently, I think yesterday. And when I go on this trip, there's nothing but woods. It's Sholo, Arizona. So I'm going from Phoenix to Sholo, Arizona. There's nothing but woods. And at some point, my internet goes out and I can't even listen to the radio. And it's just me in my vehicle. And I'm just there at my thoughts. And I started to think about connecting with others and my why. And this was a very trippy experience for me because I wasn't really sure how to articulate it. It had something to do with, oh, I should have kids, or what are my career decisions and were those the right decisions? But I started just juggling a whole lot of different thoughts, and it made me realize how bad I am at communicating my why and the fact that I never really do it. And I read this book, super famous book by Simon Sinek called Start with Why. And it talks about in chapter 4 about the biology of communicating your why, and that your decision making occurs obviously in your brain. And there's two major parts of your brain. There is the neocortex, which is the logic portion of your brain. And then there is the limbic system, which is the emotional and the emotional portion of your brain. And his whole argument in this book is that people make decisions with their limbic system, with their emotions. They make their decisions with their emotions first, and then they rationalize those decisions with their logic part of their brain. And he ties this into connecting with others, in that you should start with the way that the brain normally processes and makes decisions. Start with the why and then build out from there. The book is really talking about business and sales and leading small businesses or corporations and getting customers to connect. But this also is important in interpersonal relationships and just connecting with your own environment and the people around you in general. Because ultimately, logic doesn't act alone. It's just a more of a rationalization tool. And the limbic system is how we make decisions. What are some good examples of a why? I believe Simon Sinek's why is, I want to inspire people. I want to inspire others to do the things that inspire them. It's like a perfect definition for somebody that actually talks about this stuff. But I think there's a lot of simpler whys, like I want to help people in need. I want to service vulnerable populations. I want to help young adults go through transitions. That's really becoming my why, is helping young adults go through key transitions in young adulthood. There are a couple of simple ways that you can communicate your why. One is just living it, whatever why that you're doing, start living it in real time. If you want to help people that are vulnerable or work with disabled, if that's part of your why, then start volunteering or working in those areas. Number two is share your story in pieces. A lot of an individual's why is rooted in their past, and you have to be vulnerable enough, or be willing to be vulnerable enough and open enough to share that with other people. And then lastly, I think the simplest way to kind of live your why and connect with others through your why is to have a more goal oriented approach to life, because then you can connect your decisions with long term goals, and long term goals are easier to tie to a specific purpose. For example, if your why has to do with helping people in substance abuse or addiction, then perhaps having a long term goal of opening a clinic someday can create a whole lot of different milestones that lead to that goal and also align to that purpose. I'm Uko from Better Therapy Now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.